Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Bad news for the Ukrainian Klitschko, Vitaly Klitschko, and he is in the sights of Zelensky stein. Well, I'm sorry for the Ukrainian, but he's too popular, and Zelensky will make sure that the Ukrainian is going to be pushed to the side a little by little or violently. We'll find out. Time will tell. What's going on here? Is going on that this little article tells us that President's office of Ukraine considers dismissing Klitschko. So yeah, you got to go. Little by little. Time, and the Russians seem to have been taking care of Zaluzny, another danger for Zelensky stein, and now we have this other Ukrainian. The other Ukrainian was Zaluzny, now this guy Klitschko. Well, I hope they wake up at one point and realize that maybe it's not what they thought it is, or how they thought it is. The four little pigs are onto him. Oh my. Let's go and see what's going on here. Ukraine's president, Volodymyr Zelensky stein, may soon remove Vitaly Klitschko from the office of the head of the Kiev City State Administration. Under such circumstances, Klitschko will still remain the mayor of Kiev. Because I think he was elected there, I guess, and I don't think he has the power to do squat so far. But under the special powers that the president has under the martial law, maybe Klitschko is found that he's a collaborator, because he was already called by Zelensky stein that that's not only enemies from outside, but it seems like they're enemies within. Referring to Klitschko, telling Klitschko that he might get knocked out. Remember that incident with those three civilians killed in the bombardment because a bombardment shelter was closed, was locked. Someone did not allow them to go in, and all of a sudden it was Klitschko's fault. Why? Because that's the way it goes when you want to take someone, put him to the side. Anything that happens somewhere remotely connected with that person, you make it as if that's the most important thing and you're responsible. And if I have the media on my side, you're toast. Because the media will say what I say, will interpret how I wanted it to be interpreted. And they know exactly who's in charge over here. So, yeah. Good job, Klitschko. After the tragedy with the closed bomb shelter in Kiev, the President's Office of Ukraine considers Alexander Kamyshin, the Minister of Strategic Industries, as the new head of the Kiev City State Administration. Like it was Klitschko's fault that the guy did not open the shelter. I think it was more than that, but let's see. And I'm quoting, Kamyshin is getting ready for this decision. He has been meeting with Kuleba. Oleksiy Kuleba is responsible for regional policy for a few weeks, revealed one of the anonymous top officials to Ukrainska Pravda. Sources from the team of Vitaly Klitschko, the mayor of Kiev, replied this to a question about the dismissal of Klitschko, and I'm quoting, "We have not been informed yet," end quote. At the same time, source from the team of Zelensky explained that so far there has been no final decision about the dismissal of Klitschko and the appointment of the new head of the Kiev City State Administration. Ukrainska Pravda has been trying to contact Oleksiy Kuleba, deputy head of the President's Office of Ukraine, who is responsible for regional policy, yet Kuleba only read the message and ignored them. It should be mentioned that the President's office has been considering dismissing Klitschko from the office of the head of the Kiev City State Administration since 2019. He was just waiting for a bigger reason. This time the issue was aggravated by the scandal with a closed bomb shelter in Kiev. which it seems like Klitschko stood in front of it and knocked everybody out who wanted to enter. Yeah, that's, I mean, really. It was a commission whom Zelensky delegated the revision of all bomb shelters in Kiev after the tragedy. So he told this guy, Zelensky told this guy that's going to appoint to revise the bomb shelters. And this guy obviously found out whatever he needs to find out, so he will be appointed by this guy. Commission himself has not commented on the rumors about his supposed appointment. Meanwhile, as a minister, he has no right to combine this job with the office in the administration. So, in the case he is appointed, commission must first be dismissed from the government by the Verkhovna Rada of Ukrainian parliament. So, let me talk about this. So, if Zelensky Stein is going to dismiss the Ukrainian Klitschko because of that, let's say, mistake, fault, negligence, do you think that Zelensky could not be dismissed for any negligence in his leadership of the people of Ukraine? Unless you think he's perfect and he did not make any mistakes, then he should not be removed by anybody. But who's going to remove him? Only Washington can do that. And the military, by the way, intelligence, how should I put it, community of Ukraine. These are the only ones. And his guys around him who are part of whomever to keep him alive and play the role. Because he has to play it. If Zelensky deviates a little bit from that, I guarantee you the masked people around him who protect him, they're gonna protect the cause, and he is going to be invited like Robespierre. With you, my friends. Let's go. So maybe one day these guys will realize who's who, what's what, and who's paying, who's doing some payback to whom. And maybe some others will realize that. I remember it was an article last year, I think in June maybe, that I made a video on. And I know that Zelensky was asked a question by a reporter, and Zelensky said, honest as he was, I need, I think he said, between 300 and 500 tanks to conduct an offensive on Russia. If I don't have that, we don't have any chance, or something like this. And for that, you know, Zelensky, hey, what are you doing, man? And then a guy who was discussing this, he was a professor somewhere, an analyst, he said that Zelensky said it's a lot of PR around Zelensky, and you can't have too much, you can't be too popular and eclipse the big boss. That's why you don't hear only about Zelensky, main guy over there, and the rest, yeah, from time to time. And Zelensky is out. Now this guy's gonna be out. I mean, not that he played an important role, but I think it's just a popularity contest, and Zelensky Stein wanted to get rid of the Ukrainian, and he's gonna get rid of him. And he's not gonna get rid of him with a signature. He's gonna be found. We're gonna find out that actually Vitaly Klitschko and his brother were conspiring with the Russians something. I'm 99% certain that if Klitschko dares to oppose anything, he's gonna be an enemy of the people. You'll see. Thank you very much. I hope not, but it's going that direction. The signs are pointing that direction. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.